Hey guys, Milton here. Last time you saw me, I'd just woken up to some insane photos of me, Leah, and her roommate splashed all over the news. Before anything else though, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell icon to show your support for me. Leah. Sophia furrowed her eyes. Who? Leah. We've been seeing each other. Serves you right for dating just about any girl who throws herself at you. The look on Sophia's face confused me. Not sure if I was hallucinating, but it seemed to me like she looked jealous. She made her way out of my room, but before she could leave, she turned around to face me. Whatever. Date whoever you want. I'll call Dad and ask for his help to make this whole thing go away. Not even a year in, and you're already putting your campaign in trouble. I didn't even get to thank her. She just slammed the door behind her and left. That day, when I went back to the campus, people looked at me differently. They whispered behind my back, and they pointed. No more were the gushing girls and the guys who wanted to be my friends. Wherever I walked, people would keep their distance. Some of them would even scurry away if they noticed me. And some took photos and laughed. I was certain it was all about the photos. What confirmed it was when the dean asked me to his office.
Milton, I don't care what you do in your spare time, and I shouldn't. But given that you're a well-known student of ours and you're very much in the public eye, I request that whatever it is you do, keep it private. Or, better yet, keep yourself out of trouble, because a scandal about you will reflect badly on this school's reputation. I trust you'll behave accordingly from now on. Otherwise, you might get yourself suspended. Or worse, expelled.
It's not like I was looking for trouble. In fact, it was more like trouble kept finding me. Like it did later that day when Leah cornered me before I could get to my car. So, I imagine you're having a touch of trouble, Milton. Leah, why would you do this? What do you mean, why? I mean, I thought you liked me. Like you? After what you did to me. What? What did I do? You really don't remember? I guess I'll have to thank my doctor. Leah flipped her hair and walked away. I had no idea what she was talking about. But one thing really bothered me. It was her perfume. And that dress she was wearing. It felt as if she was someone I used to know. But who? And from where? As I got home to our apartment, I was bombarded by an insane amount of camera flashes. Reporters crowded around me and thrust their microphones in my face. Milton! Milton! Milton, over here! Any comments on those photos of you?
Who are those girls? Are you dating them both? Are there more? Milton, how does it feel to be a womanizer?
I was about to punch the guy who asked that question when Sophia opened the door and pulled me into safety. You see? See what you've done? And now everyone knows you live here. It's not safe anymore. What if Dad's enemies come here? You're gonna have to leave. Leave? And go where? I've arranged everything. One of the guards will escort you and drive you there. Use the back door. Without another word, one of the guards led me to the back door where my luggage was waiting for me. A black car came around so quick I didn't even notice it. They let me in, and we sped off. It was too late before any of the media even realized I'd just left. When I got to the dorm, I noticed that it was an all-girls one. But, are you sure this is the right one? The bodyguard checked her notes again and nodded. She showed me to my room and dumped all my bags onto the bed. Why did they send me to an all-girls dorm? And why did the place look so familiar? Oh, you must be my new roommate! I turned around so quickly I almost felt my neck crack. Leah? Oh my, well, this is interesting. When my roommate suddenly had to transfer, I was wondering what happened. It seems karma really is on my side. Karma? What are you talking about? And I'm not about to share a room with you after what you did. Oh well, suit yourself. Then, Leah flipped her hair again and left to go to her room. It's that perfume again. I was struggling to place it, until I realized what it was. It wasn't perfume at all. It was vanilla and pineapples. That was it! I rushed to Leah's room and yelled my thoughts out loud. Mandy! You're Mandy, aren't you? Leah's eyes widened for a bit, but then she composed herself. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, it has to be you. And you said doctors. You got plastic surgery? Shut up! I mean, don't you dare say something so ridiculous. No, stop lying. Mandy, I know it's you. You snack on pineapples at least 3 times a day, and you put vanilla behind your ears as your perfume. I know it's you. And there's literally 5 pineapples in the fridge. Stop! Okay, it's me, but stop calling me by that name. I'm Leah now. Don't tell anyone I had surgery. Please. Mandy was my nemesis from way back. It all started in middle school. Mandy was the daughter of a really rich family, and her parents expected a lot of her. So when I started getting in her way for awards and competitions, Mandy began to use underhanded tactics. But in a weird twist. She fell in love with me instead. But I didn't have feelings for her. She was humiliated when I turned her down when she asked me to go to prom with her. And from then on, she hated me. It was her who made Jeff torture me all those years ago. She would tell Jeff's friends what to do to me. She wanted me distracted. She needed me to be off my game so she could be top of the class again. But it didn't work. I chuckled. So, it seems you're the one under my control now. Oh, really? Leah put her phone up and she scrolled down. There were rows and rows of even worse photos of me. So, now that you understand, here are my terms. Never call me that name again. Never utter a word about my surgery. Pretend to date me until I tell you to stop and pay me $10,000 a month. What? Take it or leave it. And what about those pictures? What about the damage you've already done? You can leave all that to me. So, what do you say? And in return, you delete all the photos that you have of me? Leah showed me her gallery. The photos were gone. Done. I didn't know how else to get out of the situation, and so I agreed. In a matter of hours, Leah had posted everywhere that what happened was just out of context. She told everyone she was my girlfriend and that those photos weren't what they looked like. She blamed it all on her old roommate. She told the media that the girl had stolen her phone and thought it would be a nice prank, but that the prank went out of control. Despite how shallow her explanation was, it actually worked, and everyone bought it. Even her brother. So, I hear you're dating my sister now, huh? I guess? I didn't know you went to the same school, Carl. Bet you wish you knew that before you started dating my sister, huh? Why are you even dating her? Didn't you dump her already? Still, you better behave, or else. Carl dug his knuckle into my head, and it immediately brought me flashbacks. Carl was a bully too. He used his money to get everything he wanted. Friends, allies, everything he had, he got with his family's money. And he was known to dunk people's heads in urinals. In fact, when I rejected Leah all those years ago, I was so afraid he'd come after me. Luckily, he and Leah had a bad relationship. They hated each other's guts. But this time, Carl had his own agenda. I bet she's told you to keep her stupid secret, hasn't she? How do you... Shh. Now, I'll help you if you help me. Why would I do that? Because I know she has copies of the photos she took. Carl had unsettled business with his sister, and it seemed like a perfect coincidence. Maybe he could get me out of all this, so I agreed to go along with his plan, to get back at her. Carl was gonna put sleeping pills in her drink, and then we were gonna take photos of her to blackmail her back. That weekend, Leah hosted a party at the dorm. Lots of people came, and there was a bunch of people dancing to some weird music. I could barely walk 2 steps before girls would stop me though. All of them were upset at me. Why didn't you tell me you were dating someone? Why her? I like you too. Date me instead. Milton, I don't care if you date both of us. I can share. It was like that all night. Everywhere I went, there were jealous girls telling me how disappointed they were that I wasn't dating them. It seems like our plan had backfired. Instead of keeping the girls away, it only drew them in. I was having second thoughts about Carl's plan, and I was trying to look for Leah to warn her. But when I got to our room and found her fast asleep on the couch, I knew I was too late. Suddenly, seeing her defenseless made me feel different. And then Carl appeared behind me. There she is. Ready for your revenge? I don't know, Carl. I don't think this is such a good idea. You're having cold feet? What are you, a chicken? Bark, bark! Milton's a little chicken! The crowd that gathered around us laughed. They were laughing at me. And they were laughing at Leah. See? Now she looks ridiculous. Now's your chance, Milton. Stop it! Why are you even having second thoughts? She used you. And look at her. She's snoring like a hippo. The dumb bimbo. She deserves this. Her name isn't even Leah. She's a fraud. Tell them. Everyone laughed again as Leah let out a loud, drawn-out snore. Carl handed me the camera. He made me put my finger where the button is. I looked down at Leah, and the only thing I could think of was, did she really deserve this? I felt my finger pushing down on the button, but I wasn't sure why.